Hey guys, what it is yo girl Cadillac. I'm coming through. It is 10:43 on what is this? November the 29th. Oh yeah. Today was that day that the mailroom change took effect. If you didn't see that vlog I did where I was rushing to get my last I be forgetting the cameras over here to get my last last pictures out to Marchello before, because now when you send a letter, they're going to scan it and they're going to scan the pictures. I'm wondering if they're going to get these pictures in color, but you got to pay if you want to actually have pictures. So I wanted him to have at least one picture of each family member before, that time cuts off, and one last letter from myself. Um, so now today, oh, I will link that vlog in the description box and you can check that out. But this is something, girl, your girl is really dealing with this hard. So I'm like, if I'm dealing with it, I'm sure somebody else out there that is a prison wife is dealing with the same issue. So I'm just gonna go for it and just run this by you because I'm sure your girl can't be the only one. Anyway, so tonight's video, I have 5 reasons that prison wives may need to take a break from social media. Yo, girl, this is basically preaching to the choir, girl, because I'm bad with this. So I realized I need a break, and I have taken a break from social media. Um, just to give you a little introduction before I get into my 5 reasons. Um, Facebook, girl, I have not been on Facebook like I used to. I used to be on Facebook every minute. Like, if I'm using the restroom, at work, I check that Facebook real quick. When I'm on my breaks, I'm checking Facebook. When I'm, you know, getting home from work, one of the first things I do is check Facebook. When I wake up in the morning, one of the things that I do as well is check Facebook. And with Facebook, see, I don't have the other social medias as bad, such as the Instagram and stuff like that. I might check my Instagram. Like, I'd be forgetting to check my Instagram, to be honest with you. Even though Instagram show you way more love than Facebook. But what I started realizing is that checking it so much, you want activity to happen so bad. Like, you're trying to, Facebook, the whole point is to have a conversation. And it really feels like face wall because it feels like you're talking to a wall. Like, you're conversating, but nobody's conversating back. And for me, I don't just, put out my stuff and say, hey, my stuff, my stuff, my stuff. I comment on others people's stuff as well. And you think you get that in return, but you don't. I get crickets, like, girl. So it's kind of a disappointment. So I have over the years, because I've been on Facebook since 2008. And girl, I used to be engulfed in that thing, like, for real. But I scaled back because it feels like a lot of wasted time. I say because the funny thing, if you ever run into somebody that you're friends on Facebook and they clearly do not say nothing, they don't comment, they don't like, they don't share, and I'm on there advocating for my husband. I really just want my family back together. Like, that is my sole reason being on social media. I'm an introvert. Like, I don't socialize in real life. So why would I be out here just socializing here? Like, girl, why would I do that? I want my husband home. It's got to be a reason. And that's the reason. So if I'm not really reaching that reason, I feel that it's kind of pointless. So I'm weaning myself back. And sometimes I feel like the more you push, you're getting closer, you're getting closer. But then it starts feeling like, no, girl, you just wasting your time. But the thing about social media, so if you ever do run into somebody that you know on Facebook, girl, give me a heart emoji if you notice this. They'll tell you in person, girl, I see you out there doing this. Girl, I seen you at that. Girl, I seen that thing that you had made. Like for me, my art. Girl, I heard that song. Why don't you say stuff on social media about it? But you'll tell me face to face, oh, girl, you doing so much. You doing it. But if you just gave that same energy that you giving me in real life on social media, your girl wouldn't have to try so freaking hard. Like, girl, for real. So it's really like face wall. Ain't no point. It's like I'm out here talking to myself in front of a public audience. Like I have a microphone in my hand and I'm saying, free my man, free my man. I want my husband back. I want my family back together. And I'm showing pictures of our broken family and I'm crying and pleading. And clearly nobody is listening. I'm just pleading my case in front of the world in public, but talking to myself. Like I don't see a point in that. So girl, I'm trying to back up off of that. But I do have, I'm gonna put a time stamp because your girl kind of delayed to get into my 5 points. Okay, so excuse me. These are 5 reasons a prison wife may need to break away from social media. Girl, I'm preaching to myself. Social media can be like a rabbit hole, and there could be better ways to spend your time. Yes, girl. Have you ever got to scrolling down that feed like for prison wives? This I'm strictly like other people might can understand or relate, but I'm talking to my prison wives. Like you get on that social media and you just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and you don't realize 30 minutes to an hour may have passed while you've been scrolling through other people's lives. Like, girl, just like I said, you up there doing the monologues, but they ain't paying no attention to you. So why is you scrolling through their life like that? Oh, girl, they living their best life. They living their best life. I ain't living my best life. Like, what? Oh, wait, I'm going too far because that's a different point. But I guess that's cute and all. And I mean, it's okay every now and then, but it becomes addicting and you become so in tune to other people's lives that hey girl, you got your own life, right? Your heart beating over here. Ain't you lie? Don't you got a pulse? Like you need to live your life. I'm trying to find my best life. I'm not trying to just view your best life all day long. So that is a big reason like there's other things I can clearly be doing. Like that's technically my free time. And I always say I don't have much free time, but I have it, but I'm utilizing it in the wrong way. So maybe if I can cut back off of social media, like such as Facebook, I have really cut back from that. Now, the one thing I do love about I'm sorry, not social media, Facebook is their criminal justice reform groups. Girl, those are to live for. Like I love that. That's where you get that real conversation. That's where you get them real like-minded people for justice. But it's just even though those groups are nice, they're not so much on supporting what you yourself are doing. So it's a lot of people supporting some of the same issues, but I feel like sometimes in those groups, if we did kind of work together on our own projects, like say you got this project and we disperse it to the group and I got this project, then possibly we all could prosper and we can all, achieve the justice that we so desire. Like we have the voices within the group, but so much sometimes it's like uh the network is only being used for one issue when it could be touching and helping other things. But that's for another time. That's why your girl made her own group, Project Reach the World, promote your stuff that you doing for yourself as a prison wife or for your loved one or whatever y'all trying to do, like such as if you have a book going on, your loved one got a book, um whatever you're trying to do. I want my group to be there to show our businesses, show our projects or our passions and stuff like that, to one another, because you never know who is on the other side of that computer screen or in that group with you. And we can all grow together. So that will be linked in the description box if you would like to join Project Reach the World. I like to share my art. My art is not really welcome in a lot of the justice groups. I try to post it, even though my art is targeted straight towards justice. Or sometimes I share my YouTube videos, which I talk about justice and prison wife life, but they're clearly, the videos are not welcome in those groups. So I'm like, well, dang, like I don't really know what y'all want to submit. But I'll see other people submit stuff like their visitation picture, and that clearly just gets approved. But I'm like, I don't know. I just do so much that I do so nothing. I do nothing because I do too much. But yeah, so scale back, scale back, and I have started doing that, and I'm seeing a big difference with that. I need to scale back more, but so far. Okay, number 2. Social media can lead to you playing the comparison game. I almost got to that point too soon. Like, you watching them living their best life. They surfing, they climbing mountains, they getting married, they having babies, they doing this, they doing that, girl. I ain't doing none of that. Girl, my life is still waiting on my husband, going to work, running to work, throwing this bandana on my head. I ain't all cute. I ain't got all the glam makeup on like you got on in your IG photos and stuff. Like, girl, my butt ain't all plumped up and looking nice. Like, my body ain't in that snapped back shape. Like, girl, I got to live my life. Like, I got to get myself to being like, what I'm seeing. So as long as I'm viewing you, I can't get there, girl. I got to focus more on me. And that's what we have to do as prison wives, because we'll go into this shell where we'll forget about taking care of ourselves. And then we'll want to compare ourselves to what they're putting out on IG and stuff like that. And like, why don't we look like that? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we cooking the best, beautiful meals? These meals look like they was made straight on the Food Network. That's what it be looking like they doing up in their kitchens. And baby, I ain't doing none of that. I'm microwaving something and that ain't even that cute. Or I'm warming me up some noodles or something. Like, girl, like, for me to have that IG life, I have got to stop watching your IG life, like for real. Okay, so number 3, reasons why prison wives may need to take a break from social media. Sometimes there is too much conflict in the social media groups that it can wait. Ugh. We're going to rewind that and start over. Sometimes there is too much conflict in the social media groups, and it can lead to wasted energy. Now, me myself, I have never been a part of no conflict within groups, but wildly enough, between prison wives, I see there's a lot of conflict that goes on. It's like, girl, we on the same road, girl. It's us against the world, right? Because the world don't know true justice. We know the true justice system. It's like a mirror illusion. Okay, I got 2 ways to explain the justice system. It's like those one-way mirrors where when you walk past them, you see your reflection, but actually it's not really a mirror. It's different things taking place behind that mirror, but you just can't see that. You see what's being reflected to you. So such as that mirror, to the average citizen, they see the reflection of upholding the law, of fighting for justice, of fair trials. They see that mirror reflecting back on them. They don't see the corruption that's taking place behind that mirror, the willing and dealing, the putting one against the other. They don't see the milking the family for money to talk to your loved one. They don't see none of that. They don't know that the guards are using their power, corruption, and to just make your lives miserable. They see that mirror image of they're doing their job. They're keeping us safe. So it's like they don't see the true image, right? And the other analogy, dang, I don't forgot it, girl. I can't go off too long on one topic. What the heck was my other analogy? I figured out again, and I maybe I'll put it in the description box if I figure it out. But girl, we already are like minded. Like, why are we bumping heads with each other? Like, we are already against the world, so we don't need to be against each other as well. Because I mean, that even divides us more because we're kind of already divided and cut off from the world, basically, with our belief systems, and then we're gonna also like divide ourselves even more. But I haven't really got into conflict because, like I said, I'm not on social media for that reason. I used to be in those groups for support and stuff like that, not for conflict. Like, that's crazy, but I do see that it does happen. And if you feel like that's like it's going there, girl, just leave the group. Like, I don't, or I don't know. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's too much going on in real life, but to have conflicts in basically a virtual life, like, that's, I don't know. It's not worth it at all. We have our energy that we need to put towards restoring our families. And even if not being able to restore them, like me, we have a slim chance of our family being together again. But at least where I would have to focus in more on keeping us together through this, like maintaining our family. Like, if I can't restore our family, maybe I can maintain our family. And you got to focus in on that. You ain't got time for all that conflict, girl. Okay, so number 4, less social media can lead to spending more time. Oh, yeah. I thought I read that. Okay. Less social media can lead to spending more time in your real life doing things we at one time used to like to do. Example for your girl, me, art, music, graphic design, and social media has become a distractor from those activities for me. I'm an artist and I have been from age 9 years old. Art has always been the way I have released my feelings and how I have, because I don't, I'm an introvert. I'm a kind of an outcast. I'm not well accepted. And so I don't communicate as much like verbally with people. So the way I can communicate, like when I talk and I get tongue tied, I have anxiety, I have all of that. Like, girl, when you ask me what time is it, I'd be like, uh, I guess it's afternoon, and like I can't talk. I'm like, girl, and I always thought about what if I had to do like it scares me to actually if I was on trial, girl, they would think I'm lying and I could be telling you the bold faced truth, but I get so nervous that it looks like I'm lying. Like I don't like talking to my managers. I get so shaky that they'll think I'm trying to make up an excuse or something. Or like a lie detector, girl. It'll probably come back that I was lying and your girl telling the truth. I just get too nervous. Like, so I don't know. So I'm not really that verbal like when it comes to people outside of social media. And I actually am out of my element trying to do social media, but I do once again do it to advocate for my husband and with hopes to bring my husband home one day, girl, before Jesus come back. Before he come back, girl. Okay. But yeah, art makes it's the way I release through painting, through drawing. I can draw it out. Through poetry, through music. I'll write a song about a girl and you'll completely understand what I'm coming from. But as I'm talking it, you're not going to understand me because I don't communicate well like that. But those were things that I used to like to do, which I see because I'm steady on social media that I'm trying to promote my art so much that I'm not creating art. Like clearly all that time that I'm talking to this wall, I could be painting an actual picture that I possibly could sell. So it's like that time. And then just like with my graphic design business, I'm on social media so much advocating Marcello's wrongfully convicted, wrongfully convicted. Please sign my, please, like I'm on bending knees, y'all. Please sign, please. I don't even just ask you to sign. I'd be like, can you read? Please read his petition. Just read it. And if you feel compelled to sign, just sign. Like, instead of all that begging, girl, begging, like begging, I could be actually building instead of begging my graphic design business that is more potential, has more potential to make money. Money's what we need to alleviate this wrongful conviction. Compassion or money? Compassion or money? Which one? Compassion or cash? Compassion or cash? Which one can I more easily get? Compassion or cash? I guess both of them hard to come by, but I'll probably get that cash before I get that compassion, girl. So I could be spending my time there. I'm sure there's something you do that can be more beneficial than just being on social media. Not to just always down social media. Because, girl, this the part too. Unfortunately, everything in life, not just trying to break your husband's case if you are fighting for your husband who's wrongfully convicted, or even just prison wife life, just trying to obtain help and stuff like that. Everything in life is who you freaking know. Gosh, I hate that. Everything I do is based on who I know. It's not based on my skills. It's not based on me as a person. It's based on who I know. Like, that's crazy. So unfortunately, even my graphic design business, I would have to be on social media, girl. Like, when they told me that in school, that completely just ruined my day. Like, it's always who you know. Even when I was making music, no matter how good my song was, that don't mean it's gonna get radio play. Like, the person with the little dumb song can get radio play way before me because it's who they know. And your girl don't know nobody. And then like with the music game, the way they was getting to know each other, girl, I wasn't willing to do that. Yeah, I wanted my man free and all, but I wasn't finna free at all. Just get him free, girl. No. But anyway, so we can get to our real lives, live our real lives, our real best lives, not our social media lives. Like, cause my social media life, girl, ain't cute. Like, for real. Okay, so I am on number 5. If you're using social media for advocating reasons, like such as like what I mean is like advocating for your husband, you got to give people time to miss you. Or like me, like your girl, people will start to tune you out. Girl, I feel like people like this. I'd be like, hi, my name is Ken Lang. My husband was wrongfully. Like, girl, that's what it feel like. They don't want to hit. They don't want to hit. They done heard it every day. Since social media started, girl, I've been on there since MySpace, 2005. I think it was 5 or 6. Dang, I started rapping in '06. Girl, was MySpace out in '05? If it was, your girl was on there. But if it wasn't on by '06, I was on MySpace. Free my man. Help me, please. Free my man. I was up there rapping, girl. Things is going badly. They locked up my baby daddy. He was rolling in his caddy. All of a sudden, blue lights flashing, sirens sound. Now they throwing him on the ground. Told him, don't you make a sound. We her right now. Now they slapping on the handcuffs, telling him to stand up. He told him I ain't do nothing. They told him it was too tough. Now he sitting in the holding cell, and he got some time to kill. He thinking, what the is this? This is just some racist. My lawyer, he gonna handle it. Call him, he gonna do the rest. It's too bad he had a public defender, a prison deliverer. Took his felony case to trial. Now he's sitting back wondering how he didn't get acquitted. There ain't no gun, no prints, no evidence. Yeah. Hiss, your girl can laugh. I messed up a little bit. I messed up in the middle. Girl, if I don't practice my songs, I kind of like forget my lyrics sometimes. So that's your girl got that 40-year-old brain now. Like, I'm not the same cute little 25-year-old I was when I started rapping. But yeah, girl, so they get tired of you. Like, if they see you every day, and every day I'm on there, free Marchello Jackson. I'm sharing petitions. I don't really do too much social media just to for social media sakes. Like, I don't know. I don't. It's mostly free Marchello Jackson. Can you help me? Can you share this? Can you? And people get tired of it. They don't. I'm sure nobody wants to see another post about Marchello Jackson at all. The wrongfully convicted man in Florida DOC that is serving 40 years wrongfully for a crime he did not commit. I'm sure y'all could say the rest of it. I ain't even got to finish it. But yeah, so that was just 5, reasons why I am trying to back off of, social media. I'm up here basically today. I spent hours just writing down everything I need to do. For me, I'm a Renaissance woman, which makes it so hard for me. Most people say you have to pick one thing. It is so incredibly hard for a Renaissance woman or Renaissance man to pick one thing because they're good at too many different things. And I am good at too many different things that it's hard for me to focus in on one. So I just spent all like hours just writing out all the different ventures I'm doing, and I want to schedule them out. I'm going to write the order of importance. They're going to be color coded. That way that I can get to a lot of these projects instead of tuning in on one and forgetting, oh, this over there, and things falling by the wayside. And I don't know if I'm working on this today, if I'm working on that today, or no. 2021. Number one, 2020, my husband, I was supposed to get him home by then. He was supposed to be home, girl, like for real. 2021. Okay, girl. Okay, he'll be home by now. I'm running out of time. It's gonna be 2022. Like, your girl want to get somewhere and sit down. I want to sit down, girl. Like, for real. Take several seats. Anyway, 2022. I need my husband home. And that means I got to do something different. It ain't going to come through. I mean, it probably will come from a small percentage of people supporting me, but I'm not going to get to that from support of others. I've been looking for that for too long, and it's time that I realize I have to find a way to do it without the support. And it's more of how can I structure it and how can I ultimately just gain enough money to get something rolling in his case. Anyways, guys, I forgot to introduce myself, so I'm gonna introduce myself at the end. Like, ain't that backwards? But I am a Gemini, so you know how he is. Um, Hi guys, it's your girl Cadillac. I am the Draw My Life prison wife. I am the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. I am hoping to see justice before it all fades to black. Yeah, it's your girl Cadillac.